Hey, I'm glad you're enjoying that, Michael. I'm glad it's doing you right. As it should be, as it should be. Good to see you guys. Good to see you. Thank you for those likes, by the way, guys. Really appreciate it. Excited tonight to answer questions for everybody. What's going on, Shig? Good to see you, brother. Yep, it'd be like that, Myers. I tried to tell people, man. What's up, Turtle? That's why we just dropped that podcast today, man, on showstoppers, because not everything you think's a showstopper stops a show. My scent of the day was desert rain. I had a meeting today, so had to keep it light. Send in your guys' questions, man. Scent of the day, Alpine Sport, absolutely. What do you think about Lucky You? It's one of my favorites. It's okay. I'm a fan. Gosh, it's such a good scent. I recommend people to your channel. You've not done me wrong. Hey, anytime, Michael. Anytime, brother. What's going on, cool kid? What up? What up, Jay Reese's? I don't wear Lucky You. They're okay to me. I think they're good. How you doing tonight? Scent of the day, Blue Noir Extreme. Very good fragrance. Nice. Thoughts on Polo Red? I don't mind the parfum. Anytime I'm dealing with Polo, I'm always buying the parfum. Polo Red parfum, Polo Blue parfum, Polo Deep Blue parfum. I think Deep Blue is my favorite, but all three of them are okay. You're good. You're good. Thank you, Snipers on Deck. Thank you, Snipers on Deck. Putting people to bed efficiently. Psychedelic, so good. Thoughts on Naxos, overrated? No, Naxos isn't overrated. I don't think it's for everybody. It's a nice romantic tobacco vanilla, but it's not overrated. There's a reason why it sells out. In the process of doing a blind trade for Ombre Nui, any thoughts? Cool. What's your most expensive fragrance in your collection? Probably somewhere around $1,400. What's up, cool kid? Thanks for the sub. Hey, Scent, just bought Stronger With You EDT. Smells good, but I can't get around the smoke note. It's nauseating. Anything else that's similar? Not from the same line? Without the smoke? Probably Kamrakawa or Amir Paris Corner Fire Your Desire. So going the Angel Share route or the Kamrakawa route, you'll get the cinnamon, you'll get the vanilla, you'll get the nuttiness. With Kamra, you'll get it from coffee. With Fire Your Desire, you'll get it from praline. Kamarakawa will be thicker, more body, more robust. Sillage and projection will be a lot crazier. With Fire Your Desire, it's got more of an apple juice consistency, but it's still got the vanillic cinnamon praline sweetness. I believe Stronger With You is more vanilla, cinnamon, and either nutmeg or chestnut. I think it's chestnut. So you can get both of those vibes. It just depends on whether you want to go light or heavy, but both of those mimic that scent DNA without smoke. What's up, Kicks? Good to see you, brother. I'm gonna like and sub. Thank you, Jay. Your best Issey Miyake freshie. Any of them, to be honest. Any of them. I always say put your nose to them, though, because they've got so many. I mean, it feels like they've got like 100 flankers. What do you think of Abercrombie & Fitch colognes? They smell like weak clones from designer smells. Well, they're very old fragrances. They came out in the 90s and early 2000s. Love the TFE episode, even though it's a bit shorter than usual, but you should bring Ricky on the show more. Who's Ricky? Let's get these likes up. Yeah, I mean, 37 people in here. Hit the 3 dots here or here and hit that like button so YouTube can filter out the trolls and put more fragrance heads in here. Any fragrance that's like Calvin Klein, the one, but better performance. CK1 has good performance. I think you're just under spraying. Scent, how many sprays are you doing, man? What are your thoughts on Off Non Supremacy Collector's Edition? Good for daily? It is good for daily, but it's upscale, you know? So it's going to give you that CEO vibe. Pineapple, smoke, cedar, oak moss. So, you know, it's you're going to look like a boss. So if every day you want to look and feel like a boss, then absolutely. But if you don't look the part, it may be a little too dressed up for you. Going on a first date tomorrow. I'm debating between Cod Lodge Island and Game of Spades Full House. Don't debate it. Both of those will be great. Either one. Either one will be fantastic for a first date. They're both kind of casual, happy scents. One's a little more citrusy, one's a little more tropical, but they're both smooth and they go good for upscale casual dates. Neither is really romantic, but you don't really need a romantic fragrance for a date. You just got to smell good. When I do Valentino Born in Roma EDT, it goes away in 10 minutes, probably because it's an EDT. Get the EDP. Looking for a nice darker cherry frag. Used to be Guerlain L'Homédial Extreme, but I found it just a tad unwearable for me, as nice as it was. Thinking about French Defense. Any recommendations? There's some good French Defense clones out right now. There's like 2 or 3 of them out. You can also consider getting Dene from Argos. That's another very nice cherry frag that's robust and lasts forever. Let's see. What's a good price on Gucci Guilty Elixir? You should be able to get it. Well, they only sell it in a 50 ml to my knowledge, and you should be able to get it on discounters for probably somewhere between 50 to 70 bucks. It doesn't really matter the price though. Like, it's gonna be one of the best fragrances you've ever bought in the designer world. I think it was the best release of 2024, and it lasts forever. Smells like Drake's Summer Mink, but better, more performance, more sophisticated. Compliment factor is high on it because it's musk and vanilla, mainly. You know, it's got some florals and some citrus in it, but it's mostly a musk floral, vanillic. Just type Gucci Guilty Elixir in and see what the lowest price is on Google. But either way, it's money well spent. Griffey. Oh, yeah, Dashy. Well, Griffey's always going to be on. Just blind bought Molecule 1 and black tea. Okay. Molecule 1's decent. What is the deal with people spraying on their bare stomach? Does that work? I don't know what you mean by does it work. Best everyday sales vibes. Lalique Lin Sumi. About 40-50 bucks for 100 ml. Thank you guys for sniping the trolls. Appreciate it. Run those likes up, guys. We are flying through questions tonight. I'm bringing you guys max value. 3 dots here or 3 dots here. Hit the like button. Filter out these trolls. I do have AI filtration on the chat to remove trolls, and I have a couple of live snipers out there, but if you guys run the likes up, YouTube will filter them out for me. So Just depends on what kind of experience you guys want in the chat. Thank you so far to the 19 who have liked the video. Really appreciate it. Really like Valentino Born in Roma Green Extravaganza, but it's weak sillage and projection, and that's with heavy spraying. Yeah, you should have got the clone of Born in Roma Green Extravaganza. The clone has about 2 hours of extra performance. Gosh, that Psychedelique is radiating right now. That's going to be my next purchase, Javoy Psychedelique. Looking for a special occasion fragrance. Should I buy CK the One or Lattafa Kingdom? Kingdom. CK the One is a super casual, everyday, fresh white floral wear. Kingdom is a sexy, seductive, vanillic, cinnamon. I mean, it's Lamal Elixir in a can. So that'll be more intimate. That'll be more romantic. That'll do you well. SB just picked up Valentino Yellow Dream. It's gorgeous. Yeah, it is a good fragrance. It's apple juicy light, but you know, it's a great smell. What's up, SB? Scent of the evening, La Nuit de l'Homme, such an addictive scent, got me going back for seconds. Yeah, hey, listen, La Nuit de l'Homme, Blue Electrique, all that's great. Any new fall drops? Not that I know of, Gabrielle, but there's a lot of drops this year. A lot of drops. I don't really document all the fragrances coming out. I have people in positions that let me know all the new releases and stuff like that. So I don't really track current events with what's releasing and whatnot. I'm kind of on my own journey. Now I do smell thousands of fragrances. One of the most recent releases was from Ex Nihilo. They just dropped Blue Talisman Extrait. So if you ever wanted Blue Talisman but were fearful about the performance, now you get an extra 2 hours minimum on that fragrance, and it's got a vanilla note added to it to give it more carry. It smells better than the original, is what I'm told. Oh, that's okay, Corey. I mean, we all have different noses, right? I did a comparison video with Summer Mink, Gucci Guilty Elixir, Versace Eros EDT, and Initio's Musk Therapy. So I had them all side by side, and that's how I felt, and you can have a different opinion. That's cool. I don't speak about stuff I don't own, and I also don't talk from memory. So if I'm doing a comparison video, I'm always going to have the fragrance right in front of me. So hopefully your opinion's based off of having both fragrances right in front of you. But we're all entitled to different opinions. We all got different noses. Hey, man, I'm stuck between Off Non 9 p.m. or Club de Nuit Intense. What do you recommend? Well, those are two completely different fragrances. 9 p.m. is a little bit heavier version of Ultramall. So it's a kind of clubbing scent for young guys, basically. I mean, you could use fragrances for anything, but it's got more of a tropical, sweet, vanillic vibe. A little less tropical and more clubby, but still in that vein. And Club de Nuit is kind of a CEO pineapple. So it's very business executive-y. So just depends. You want the work scent or the clubbing scent? Those are kind of two odd fragrances to compare. If you're just trying to figure out which one you want the most, just figure out what you need it for. You need a work fragrance, or upscale casual fragrance, or a nightlife fragrance. Thank you, Darren. I really appreciate the kind words, man. Thank you so much. Those of you guys who are new to my lives, just know I'm not a bot. I just answer everybody's questions thoughtfully in here, so it might seem like I'm on a bit of a delay, and it's because I am. But that's okay. I do try to fly through these questions. Very cool text. Best fragrances for men under 50. $50. In the clone category, Off Non Supremacy, Collector's Edition, Club de Nuit, Prosciutto, Tarathi Blue, Afro Leather from Maison Alhambra, Cayenne Classic or Camaro Homme Intense, The Kingdom, Valentino Uomo Intense, Club de Nuit Milestone, Club de Nuit Iconic, Club de Nuit Intense Woman, Club de Nuit Intense Man, Glorious Oud Royal Blanc, Oud for Glory, Amir Celestial, and Mahir Legacy Silver. In the designer category, Lalique Ombre Noir, Lalique Lin Sumi, Lalique White and Black, Lalique Equus, Bentley for Men Black Edition, Versace Eros EDT, Gucci Guilty Elixir, Mont Blanc Presence, Under 50. Halloween Man Shot. In the niche category, none of those are under 50, so there. Is Spice Bomb good? Spice Bomb Extreme is very good. Just smelled Tom Ford's Oud Mineral. Dang, very impressive. Yeah, it's a pretty good scent. It's a fleeting memory, but it is very classy. Katy Perry Killer Queen is my favorite. Very nice, Mindy. Good to see you, Mindy. Happy to have you here. Off on 9 p.m. thoughts and its comparison to what's BDC? Blue de Chanel? You can't compare 9 p.m. or 9 a.m. to Blue de Chanel. I think Club D Nuit Iconic is a better choice of your money. What do you think about Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Intense? It's one of the best designer versatile fragrances. Please get it at discounters, though. I will challenge you guys, though, that even though Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue is a great fragrance and therefore the intense version is even better because you actually get performance, don't sleep on Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue forever. You know, when it comes to citruses, I think grapefruit is just one of the more standout citruses compared to lemon, lime, and bergamot and orange and all that stuff. So don't sleep on light blue forever. It lasts very long and it's got a star note of grapefruit. So it's got a little more bite and growl. And it's just a better fruit to smell than me. So I would actually say sometimes I feel like Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Forever is better than Light Blue Intense. But I think if I'm being real with you guys, they're both on the same level. They both have great performance. As long as you don't get Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Original, I'm cool with that. Because you won't get any performance and you're going to pay an arm and a leg for it. Thanks, Kicks, for moderating. Appreciate you, brother. What's your favorite 1 million? Royal, Lucky, and Parfum. Sorry, Royal, Lucky, and Elixir. I think any of those you're going to be just fine. They all smell virtually very close. They're all the same mood. They all have slightly different smells, but all the same mood. My favorite is Tom Ford Violet Orchid. Okay, I actually prefer Black Orchid, but Violet Orchid is pretty good as well. Is Glorious Oud Royal Blanc really that good? Yes, it is. I have not had a single person on my channel buy that fragrance who has not fallen madly in love with it. By the way, guys, 45 people in here, 22 likes. Run the likes up so YouTube can filter out trolls and keep authentic conversation alive in here. Hit the 3 dots on the left or right hand side and hit the like button. I really appreciate it. It'll help your experience and it'll keep our lives just as juicy as they always are, with just tons of questions and cool fragrance heads in here. Hey man, just ordered that day 3 discovery set. Really looking forward to that Trace Oros and Desert Rain. Honestly, Mike, every fragrance you will enjoy smelling. You know, Aylin, Ambar Dominicano, Philosophia, Escandalo, Bonnie, Trace Oros, Desert Rain, Royal Reflection. You will enjoy all of them, and you'll probably fall madly in love with at least 3 to 5. So, and what you paid for the discovery set, you'll get that amount off of a fragrance. So you'll get your discovery set for free after you buy a bottle. When are we going to get Gucci Guilty Elixir Memoir? Well, it's such a recent release that I've tried to make a rule for myself that I can't do a memoir unless I've been wearing the fragrance for 6 months. When I do my memoirs, I freestyle for 45 minutes to an hour, and I try to come from a real place. And so memoirs on my channel are reserved for elite fragrances. Now, I do think Gucci Guilty Elixir is elite. I want to do a memoir on Desert Rain. I want to do a memoir on Trace Oros. There's so many fragrances I want to do a memoir on. Baranda, Pardon, Straight to Heaven, Absolute Aphrodisiac. But I have to wear them for 6 months before I really feel like you guys deserve the memoir. What's going on, Zanuck? Wow, that's great. What's that green extravaganza clone? Just type it on YouTube. I forget the name of it, but there's only one good one. Summer Mink smells like pink starburst to me. That's crazy, Corey. You gotta go get your nose checked out, man. Go look at the notes, man. Go look at the notes. You won't see anything pink. You won't see anything sweet other than vanilla, and you won't see anything fruity. The bergamot or whatever in there isn't even visible. Armaf Club de Nuit Intense. What do you think? It once was good, but now you should just get Club de Nuit per show. Limited edition Parfum, Extrait. They're all good, but per show is the best. I really think the Club de Nuit market is ripping people off at this point because per show is so easily the best fragrance there. Guys, listen to what Kick said. Hit the 3 dots in one of the corners and then hit that like button. 9 p.m. is better. Yo, Mario Fragrance is the best fragrance reactor. You should collab. Send them my way. You know, I have so many people in the community that reach out to me for collabs at this point. I'm good. You know, if people reach out to me, I'm always down to help the community out, but I don't really reach out anymore to people in the fragrance world because I have plenty of great people to share with you guys, and I like building my community from the ground up. So if you think we should collab, send them my way. I'd be happy to put something together with them. But if not, I'm going to just keep it moving. The only people I'm really reaching out to these days is the women. I'm reaching out to a lot of female fragrance creators out there right now because that's the only thing missing from the Scent Bubble experience is I'm bringing a lot more women on deck to speak about fragrances and stuff, looking out for the women, but also give a woman's perspective on male scents. I think women prefer Le Male Elixir instead of 1 Million Elixir based off my experience. Okay. In my experience, women will turn heads to both. You know, 1 Million Elixir really is just a little more ashy. You know, it has the tobacco, it has the lavender, it has the mint. 1 Million Elixir is a little more Spice Bomb Extreme-y, Tom Ford Noir Extreme-y, Tom Ford Noir EDP-ish. So it's a little bit more sweet spice without any kind of brush of freshness, but it is still fresh. They're both sexy, seductive fragrances, high sellers, and great for bagging girls. Kirky is almost too strong. Oh, Kirk-A, not Kirky. Yeah, that's true, but some people love strong, robust, fruity scents. What's up, Chorus? Good to see you. Off and on 9 a.m. Thoughts, please. I wouldn't get it. You know, if you're trying to get a Bleu de Chanel rendition, get Iconic, call it a day. I have Bleu de Chanel and I have the EDP of Bleu de Chanel right here. And I have Iconic. They're just so accurate to me. There's just really no reason to ever play around. I also feel like the off and on 9 a.m., 9 p.m. and all that is very... They market those fragrances in the $30, $40 price point, but really they should be on the same level as like Kate Alfredson in that $15 to $20 range. I think they're overpriced. I am between Aqua di Gio or 6-7 Mason. Never heard of it. Never heard of it. Can you recommend anything from Ahmed Al-Maghribi? So many people ask me about Al-Maghribi these days. I don't recommend anything from him. I want to gift a perfume to my BF, like Middle Eastern one. Can you suggest a beast mode perfume that had, as he is a construction worker? Oh yeah, absolutely. So if he just needs something fresh that will cut through the sun and cut through sweat and all that hard work, but needs to like really go, I'm going to recommend 3 fragrances. These are fresh citrus fragrances that really, really cut and have 10+ hour performance. Spray it, lay it, and forget it. You don't have to keep spraying throughout the day. So this is $20, Mahir Legacy Silver. It's cloning a $300 fragrance called Parfums de Marly Sedley. It's a fresh citrus fragrance. It's a little bit metallic. It's a little bit citric. It's a lime mojito, so without the alcohol. So picture a lime mojito being poured onto a sheet of metal with a little bit of mint. So that's a nice fresh citrus and metallic. 10+ hours, I would even say 10 to 12 hours, monstrous performance, and a citrus in the sunlight that's super fresh, high compliment factor, but he doesn't really need compliments in that setting. That's just a really fresh, invigorating scent that will go all day. Another is the clone of Bleu de Chanel, which is Club de Nuit Iconic. This is $20 or $30, 100 ml. This is a one-to-one clone of Bleu de Chanel Eau de Parfum, and this also lasts 8 to 10 hours. set it, forget it. You spray this on, it will last forever. Very classy. And not only would it go good for work because it's kind of this nature fresh, classy man scent, but it's also very good when he comes home. So if you guys are going out to eat, you guys are going on a casual little date, going out for the day, your man will smell classy, masculine, and he'll be wearing a DNA that is one of the most purchased DNAs and most complimented DNAs in the space, which would be a tie between Sauvage, Bleu de Chanel, and Versace Eros. Lastly, and this is, you know, king of all blues in the designer world. And then lastly, this is a fresh citrus with tea, but it has monstrous performance. This is cloning Silver Mountain Water from Creed, which is about a $300-400 fragrance. And this is called Offnon Supremacy in Heaven. Just sound it out on Google. Google will fix your spelling for you. You can always run the tape back of this live as well. But this is a very spot-on clone of Creed's Silver Mountain Water, 100 ml for about $30. And it is bergamot. So, you know, a citrus, kind of like a lime spiced citrus, tea, I believe black tea, black currant, and kind of water notes. It smells just how it sounds. Silver, mountain, water. And this has monstrous performance. This might be 12 hours plus. So all three of those go really well in the work environment because they're citrus, outdoor centered, but they're very classy, and he can wear them, you know, upscale casual errands, work. It'll cut through everything and last forever. So thanks for your question, Naomi, and hope you have, you know, you can find all three of those anywhere, Amazon as well. So and those also have really high compliment factor. I've ordered a decant of Lattafa the Kingdom just now. Looking forward to ordering a full bottle if it turns out good. Honestly, Langu, Kingdom is blind buy worthy. I mean, so far in my fragrance journey, as you guys can see, I'm kind of consolidating. We gave away 32 bottles of fragrance with the last giveaway. I'm going to try to outdo that last giveaway this time around. So you've noticed I've made my shelf a little bit smaller. I think there's about 130 fragrances right here, and then about 400 of decants below that. But Lattafa the Kingdom has to go down as a premier clone. To me, it's 1-to-1 Lamal Elixir. It's so sexy, so ashy, so fresh. Vanilla, cinnamon, lavender, mint. It is so romantic, yet so fresh. It has the freshness of any Valentino fragrance or any Prada fragrance, but it has that seduction, that vanillic seduction that Jean-Paul Gaultier is known for. And it is spot on. Lasts forever. 8 hours minimum on this. You can get it at Burlington for, I think I paid $25-30 for this, 100 ml. When you smell this, you will never look at a Jean-Paul Gaultier fragrance ever again, because this is criminally underpriced. You gotta snatch it up, guys. It is one of the sexiest nighttime fresh seductive scents out there in the designer category. And it is a clone, but it does not smell like one at all. Do you live stream every day at this time? No, I live stream about 3 to 4 days a week, but at the same time. So you can always catch me at night. Wife got YSL Black Opium after hearing good things from her friends. A bit disappointing. You know, that's tough because Black Opium is one of the largest sold women's fragrances out there. It might be in the top 20 most sold female scents. And when it first came out, so many women bought it. And if you look at any women's discovery set to designer women's fragrances, Black Opium, in fact, 2 different versions of Black Opium always come in them. So it might just not be her thing. You know, Black Opium is a very rich, robust scent. Maybe I find that women typically fall in 2 categories and maybe a mix of both. Some women prefer very fresh, angelic, light scents that have to do with citrus and florals and tea, but very light on the skin, very gentle. And then there's other kind of boss chick women that prefer robust scents, you know, vanillas, musks, spices, And then even in the other angelic realm, they like those ramped up. So if it's a floral, they like the florals ramped up. If it's musk and vanilla, they like really robust stuff there. So sometimes women like both, but I find most women kind of sit in a category. They like stuff that's light, that just feels like something they'd come out of the shower with. They don't really like to be loud, and then other women love to be loud. And Black Opium is a loud fragrance, so maybe your wife's more gentle than you thought. What's the best dupe for YSLY? Lattafa's Fakhar Black. Fahkar Black. There's also another one from Maison Alhambra called Yeah, Yeah exclamation point. Either is good, but Fakhar Black is going to be the most performance, 10 to 12 hours with that. New here and loving your commentary. Thanks, Lowdown. I appreciate the kind words, brother. By the way, guys, let's keep running those likes up. YouTube continues to filter out trolls and put real fragrance people in here. 3 dots here or here. Hit the button. Hit the like button. Run those likes up. I appreciate everybody so far who's hit the like button. I got Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Sun today, and I didn't like it. I got to sell it. Kicks, you got to stop that blind buy, bro. I told you, man. Do you think Armani Code still holds up? Absolutely. Armani Code, especially Absolute. Armani Code is almost the Bleu de Chanel's dark cousin. You know, it's that forest, classy man freshness. It's got hints of Sauvage. It's got hints of Bleu de Chanel. Armani Code Absolute might go down as one of the best classy man fragrances of all time, ageless. I just got Bentley for Men Black Edition, which is excellent. Yeah, you gotta love it, man. Gotta love it. I call this Creed Aventus, but replace the pineapple with mandarin orange. Or, sorry, tangerine. Such a good scent. This is new money. You want to smell like a young CEO who's, maybe you're not driving the Bentley yet or the Phantom, but you got like a little old school Mercedes-Benz or something like that, but you're on your way to something big. This is big business for young men. Let's see. I am between Aqua de Gio or Mason Wit. I can't tell you which one's stronger, crazy. I don't really mess with 6'7" Mason. Black Orchid instead of purple. Thanks. Have to try it. Yeah, I mean, and you don't even have to try Black Orchid. This fragrance right here, don't knock over the fragrances. Zara Man. Zara Man, you can find it on Triple Traders, Eau de Parfum. This thing lasts forever. And this, I'm not going to cap and say it's 1-to-1, but to me, it's like 95% close to Black Orchid EDP. But what I love about this more than Black Orchid is so strong in the orchid note that it intimidates men. Men sometimes approach that and think the florid orchid, the orchid floral is too sweet and floral for their taste. This captures Black Orchid so well, but it just slightly tones down the orchid, so it's a little bit less sweet and leans a little bit more on the cacao and the patchouli, that kind of chocolate, velvety scent profile. You will think this is Tom Ford Black Orchid EDP, but on the dry down, it just feels a little bit gentler, which kind of makes it feel more masculine. I think the heavy orchid note benefits women who are wearing this unisex fragrance, but Zara Man is better for the men, I feel, because it just feels a little bit more masculine, but it lasts forever. It is one of the sexiest fragrances you could possibly wear. Any man, when it comes to date night and romance, should have some fragrance with patchouli, and that's why I carry it. You can have fresh, earthy patchouli, which is light, but still has a kind of dark tone to the light freshness, or patchouli can kind of take on this dark, chocolate, velvety, heavy earth, closer to the ground type of maturity to it. It always grounds a fragrance in maturity, but when it's paired with sweetness, such as orchid or vanilla, it can oftentimes feel like chocolate cake. So I feel like all men should have a kind of chocolate cake fragrance in their arsenal. Women absolutely will eat it off of you. Sorry, ladies. Signature. Oh, and by the way, Zara Man is only like $30. Signature scent for life under 70. I'm just gonna pick a random one. Vetiver Sensual from Mancera. On discounters, you can get it for $70 for 120 ml of juice. Vibrant, radiant citrus, ambery, vibrant, radiant. This smells like sunshine. Sunshine with a base of lemongrass. Lemon, lime, bergamot, grapefruit, just this juicy, hot, ambery, radiant citrus. Again, it smells like the sun is made of all of those citrus and the light beams hit your face and it's just like, gosh, hot citrus. And then this masculine body under it that feels like lemongrass, you know, or what you would imagine lemongrass would smell like. Signature, you can get this for 70 bucks. Another one that you might get for 70, it might be closer to 100, would be Amberful. I think if you're just getting into the House of Mancera, Amberful is the most blind buy worthy from the entire set. Did you drop the Desert Rain review video? Been waiting on that joint. I dropped Desert Rain 2 weeks ago. I interviewed Michael Paul, the perfumer from day 3, on Desert Rain. Then I dropped the Desert Rain review, and then I dropped a teaser for my upcoming follow-up interview with him. So there's plenty of Desert Rain review out. In fact, that video is already at like 1,000 views. A lot of people have been watching it. Thoughts on French Defense by Mind Games? Really liked Blockade. French Defense is a cool cherry fragrance. However, you don't need to buy that fragrance anymore because there are some very good clones of French Defense out there. I don't think you should ever pay $400 or $500 for a cherry fragrance. That's just me. But there are 1 or 2 really solid clones that just came out of French Defense. So just go on YouTube and type French Defense clone and look at the first couple of results. You'll see an alternative. What do you think of Alien Mugler Goddess? Dated to me, but some people might call it timeless. Is Gucci Guilty Elixir better than Reflection Man? It's definitely more wearable than Reflection Man. Reflection Man is a great scent, but it's pretty polarizing. Like if you put 100 people in a line, 50 people would say it's their #1 signature scent, and the other 50% would say, I can't understand this fragrance, it's weird to me. No one dislikes Gucci Guilty Elixir. I haven't met a single person yet that doesn't like it. And that's out of a sample set of like 100 people. I sprayed a decant of Amouage Reflection Man and the opening was great, but the dry down was disappointing. Well, you're the other 50. Best gym scent, a shower. What do you think of Bad Boy Cobalt Elixir? Beautiful. Beautiful, rich blue. Lattafa Camera or Stronger With You Intensely? Stronger With You Intensely. Abercrombie & Fitch Fierce Thoughts. It's classic, it's timeless, it's not for me. If you like Abercrombie & Fitch Fierce, just go with Maison Alhambra Afro Leather or the Real Memo Paris African Leather or Maison Alhambra Cassius or the real one, Parfums de Marly Carlisle, and you will forget Abercrombie & Fitch Fierce ever existed. Thanks for the people who hit the like button, by the way. I really appreciate it. Hawas Ice is very good. Any recommendations on a loud fragrance I can wear to a party? Want it to be fresh and sweet. Gucci Guilty Elixir or Versace Eros EDT. Is Dreamcatcher the best clone for Dolce & Gabbana the one? It's one of them. New to the perfumes, I'm collecting budget perfumes and I'm a fan of aquatic perfumes. Any suggestions? Aquatics. In the clone world, Tarathi Blue. In the designer world, Bleu de Chanel. Sorry. In the designer category, Acqua di Gio Profondo. And in the niche category, Casa Marati Xerjoff Mephisto. Hawas Ice is a very good fragrance, Knowledge. I'm a woman and I love to wear some men's scents. Well, good for you. You should. Just ordered a sample vial of Chiron's Veil. If I like it, I'll go full bore on a big bottle. Beautiful. What about Hawas? Is that good? Hawas to me is the same thing as Invictus Aqua, Nautica Blue, Versace Pour Homme, Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue. They're all the same scent to me. What did you say is the best 1 million? Royal, Elixir, and Lucky. Baronda. But Silver Musk is so sexy and lasts 12 hours. I honestly believe Baronda and Pardon are the best Nasamados. The other ones are cool. They're good. They all perform. But Pardon is the best sexy patchouli fragrance in the line. And Baronda is the best whiskey and rose, which to me is the most signature combo in the line to me. Yeah. I mean, even Black Afghano is good. They're a good house. I just realized I also should have bought a sample of Blue Moon Ginger Dash. Blue Moon Ginger Dash is Blind by Worthy. Let me turn my fan on. It's getting a little hot in here. Imagine me standing up for an hour and a half to 2 hours. I just got in the room. What's the name of the cologne that he just said that had the chrome horse? Mahir Legacy Silver. On God, thank you so much. You were the best. Naomi, anytime. If you have any more questions, this is Q&A. I'm more than happy to answer them. If you have any questions that show up after the live, go back to the video in the comment section and type your questions. I do answer back to everybody. But thank you so much for the good question. Thoughts on Rasasi, Hawas, Ice, and Fire? Ice is the most versatile. Fire is good, but I just don't like the price. I don't think the price in today's climate is worth it. You can get so many other better scents than Fire for the same price. Does he read comments? Yes. I actually read all of them, not most of them. Can you do some ASMR? Actually, no. Let me give you some real ASMR. I can't spray a fragrance that's like so loud. Let's spray Florida Poe. ASMR, ready? Oh, shoot. Almost just knocked down a buttload of fragrances. Actually, you guys want to see the best atomizer in the game? Oh my gosh. Check this atomizer out right here. Vibrant Vetiver Delight. Potentially the best atomizer in FragCom. You guys ready for this? How crazy is that? That thing is crazy. It's like throwing a... Oh. All right, I'm okay, guys. What would you suggest is a good budget for fall? Lattafa, The Kingdom, $30, Lamal Elixir. Lattafa, calmer or stronger with you intensely? You already asked that earlier. Thoughts on the new Parfums de Marly Castley? It's mass appealing. It's kind of underwhelming for the Parfums de Marly line, but it is super versatile. It does have a little bit of pepper note in it. It's a fresh, versatile fragrance. I think if you own a lot of fragrances, well, what do I think? Castley is good, but I don't think Parfums de Marly should be dropping good fragrances. They should be dropping phenomenal fragrances. They have their fresh, they have their seductive, they have their green, they have their fall winter with Leighton. You know, I mean, it's like when you have fragrances like Carlisle, Sedley, Wajan, Leighton, Pegasus, Haltane, Altair, Perseus, Greenlee, and then you drop Castley, it just feels weaker. Like if you didn't take into account all of those and you just smelled Castley, like it feels like a Issey Miyake level fragrance, or like maybe an Aqua di Gio flanker or something. Not in terms of profile, just in terms of caliber. It's just another good fragrance. But I mean, do you want to buy good for $300? No. Does chat know a good back to school cologne? Versace Eros EDT. What up, Sally? Is the Kingdom like 90% similar to Lamal Elixir? I would say it's 100%. New one I love, Vintage Radio. Vintage Radio, Beautiful Plum, and Palo Santo. Black opium is nice. Hey, dang, am I that far behind on chat, guys? Good grief. I feel like women sleep on flower bomb nectar. Well, you must have some good women to survey. What do you think about silver musk? I think it's underrated. Um, it might be, actually. Indiana tars are so balanced and nice. Have you ever tried them? I have. I don't always agree with that sentiment, but generally speaking, yeah. A good back-to-school scent would be Terre d'Hermes or Rasasi Faton. Well, yeah, I mean, Rasasi Faton is Terre d'Hermes. When I wore Dior Sauvage to school, everyone was saying it's too strong. Which one? Really? Well, you might be overspraying. If you're in school and you're in class and stuff, you might only want to hit yourself with 1-2 sprays, and then middle of the day hit yourself with 1-2 again when you're outside and it can chill out. Because, you know, that fragrance will go. Try, if you need a lighter fragrance for high school, go Gucci Guilty Elixir. What do you think about silver musk? Good. Hit the like button. Do less sprays. Do you like musk? I love musk. What do you think about Pardon and silver musk? The two best Nasamatos is Pardon and Baronda. End of story. Everything else is challenging. It can be great on some people, challenging on others. I think there's no question Pardon is the sexiest chocolate patchouli fragrance for that executive feel. Baronda is the sexiest whiskey and rose, and I don't think I've smelled whiskey and rose yet, period, let alone how good it smells there. What's great about Baronda is one spray lasts the entire day. It's pretty incredible. Baronda is the only fragrance when I went to Hollywood that I had to buy, and I didn't know how much Nasamato was at the time. Now that I know how much it is, I wouldn't have paid retail because I could have got Baronda for like $115 on discounters. But I paid like $32 for a 3 ml of Baronda. How crazy is that? Because I had to take it home with me. What do you think? Suggest me one sweet and fresh perfume like 1 Million Lucky. Well, 1 Million Lucky is your sweet perfume, and a fresh one would be Armani Code Absolute. Hello, everyone. Just got the new Nitro Elixir and the new Ralph Lauren, Ralph's Club New York. Beautiful. What about your young ladies that like musky scents? Hey, man, young women alone aren't the only ones out there loving musk. Men are loving musk. I mean, shoot, Drake dropped Summer Mink. That thing is a musk bomb. Gucci Guilty Elixir? Musk. Initio Musk Therapy? Musk. Issey Miyake, yes. Hi, have you tried Dossier brand? I have. I've reviewed about 6 of them on my channel. I only did one and dabbed it on my pulse points. I find that hard to believe, Bob. Do you have any musk scents for the ladies? Absolutely. Musk Therapy from Initio. And if you want something cheaper, then go with Glorious Oud Royal Blanc. When I tell you this is the most unisex musk white floral out there, it is loads of musk and loads of beautiful white florals with a touch of powder and freshness. Guys, so versatile. This is a his and hers fragrance. Men will wear it. Women want him and men want to be him. That is just one of the best DNAs ever made. I'm sorry to tell you. If you had to define a heaven in summer fragrance, what comes to mind? I know it's probably Mephisto. No, that's not true. Mephisto is an Arctic blue Kool-Aid fragrance to me. Heaven in the summer to me, I don't want to say Ganymede because I actually think real OG Ganymede is not quite heavenly. It's quite earthy, but its clone, Amir Celestial, to me is the most heavenly fragrance I've ever smelled. Like a smell that when I smell it, I feel like I'm on a cloud at heaven's gates. And they ramp up this powdery violet leaf note and they tone down that mineralic suede to give it a more musky, powdery, floral feel, but it's still got the earthy, suedey nuts to it. That's the most heavenly scent I know of, period. What about Supremacy? Collector's Edition Pour Homme Offnon. You have it. Yes, I do. It's very good. Thoughts on Oud Satin Mood from Maison Francis Kirkjohn. It is a beautiful scent. Many people should stop buying it though, because number one, the clone Oud Satin from Ministry of Oud is only $30 and it's 1-to-1. If you want me to be technical, 95%, you will, if I blind tested you, you would not tell the difference. I guarantee it. I have both. So that's number one, is its clone is completely eradicates the need to spend full price on it. Number two, I don't think people realize how challenging rose and oud can be. Meaning, you might love the scent, but it might not love you. Rose and oud is challenging. If you love rose and oud, it's still challenging. You know, I think of all of the rose oud scents that I have. Portrait of a Lady. I think there's even a touch of oud in Atomic Rose, Oud Silk Mood, Oud Satin Mood, Orica from Boadicea the Victorious. Is there oud in that? I'm pretty sure there's oud in this fragrance. Freaking sprayed the camera. Check this out, guys. Yeah, Orica has rose and oud in it for sure. Taif Oud from Roja. You know, these are not scents that everybody can wear. Royal Reflection from Day 3. I love rose and oud, but they are not. Rose and oud as a combination is not a lot of people buy it and a lot of people love it, but a lot of people just getting into fragrance go try rose oud scents and they wind up not wearing them enough. So climate matters, how comfortable you are with oud. All the rose ouds smell different, like Portrait of a Lady smells different than Oud Satin Mood and Oud Silk Mood, which smells different from Atomic Rose, which smells different from Baronda, which smells different from Royal Reflection, which smells different from Taif. I mean, it's just you have to test all of them. Just got Very Sexy for Him original, beautiful. Why does my perfume smell like baby powder? I don't like that. Well, go take a shower. Is Tom Ford Tobacco Vanille the best vanilla fragrance? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Ugh, it's so... When you smell other tobacco vanilla fragrances, and then you go back to Tom Ford Tobacco Vanille, it is just so cheaply made. The dry down is okay, but like the beauty of tobacco and vanilla is everything going on around it. Let me give you an example. This is tobacco and vanilla. Ombre Noir from La Ligue, $40, right? Vanilla, tobacco. The vanilla is ashy, so that's the first character change. It's not this buttery, creamy vanilla. It's an ashy vanilla. It's got this more library book and vanilla combo. The tobacco is ashy but super smooth. And then here's where they ramp it up and just make it completely outclass a fragrance like Tobacco Vanille. Then they add mint, papyrus, bergamot, I believe lavender, and myrrh. So much more character. Tobacco Vanille is spineless. It has no spine. It's tobacco and it's vanilla, and the tobacco is so shrilly and thin and sharp. People who go from designers to Tobacco Vanille, they smell how rich Tobacco Vanille is and immediately feel this sensory explosion and feel like it's upper class. But if you smell most vanilla and tobaccos at the niche level, you'll realize that Tom Ford is essentially kind of like the Britney Spears of tobacco and vanilla. It's just very played out. Okay, I know I'm probably behind on chat. What type of patchouli is in Hawas Black? I think Hawas Black is oak moss more than patchouli. So yeah. Hey Tyler, hey Mirza, hey Sergio. Best citrus fresh fragrance on a budget. Tarathi Brown. Actually, I take that back. Sahib Intense, best imagination clone out there. Thoughts on Lafayette Street? Um, it's worth it to get, you know, the Yaman Lail clone. There's a couple other Lafayette Street clones. There's like 5 out now. They're all great. They're all worth buying the clones over the retail. It's a good scent, but to me, it's just kind of an upscale casual. I give it an 8 out of 10. It's not my most favorite thing I've smelled, especially not from Bond number 9. What's your favorite fragrance? I don't have a fragrance. I have a problem. Lemongrass might help keep the bugs away. I live in Florida. There you go. Hello, it's my birthday. Great. Thank you so much, Cynthia. I don't get why higher oil concentration is the worst projection. That's not true. What's your take on Oud Noir by Cod Lodge? Oh, haven't smelled it. I'm sorry. Based on your previous commentary on YSL Black Opium, I should clarify that my wife has been using only Jessica McClintock perfume for 10 years and is now expanding her horizons. Yeah, so Nestor, I will just say, be prepared to go on a journey with your wife where most things she will not like. Women are very particular, and when it comes to fragrance, if they have kind of worn a couple of scents their entire life, they don't know what they want yet. They think they do, but they really don't. They don't know what's out there. Their nose isn't trained. They don't know the difference between good and bad. They'll tell you if they like or don't like a fragrance, but like with my wife, she had to smell like 30, 40 fragrances before she even started kind of liking a fragrance, you know? And now, you know, I'm a full-fledged reviewer. I get fragrances all the time, even women's fragrances. And my wife has 5 fragrances. And she's good with that. Like, she will rock them all. You know, she's a light sprayer. She loves her YSL Libre, her Day 3 Bonnie, her Day 3 Escandalo. She's got a couple other scents. Her Chanel Coco Mademoiselle. She loves Musk Therapy. I'm putting her onto a couple of Javois right now. Women move slower through fragrance. You got to be willing to have them try something. A lot of times your woman doesn't want to go and smell fragrances. It's either intimidating or just not their cup of tea. So you just got to work slowly with them and figure things out. Be prepared to hear a lot of I don't like that or I don't know, and get them to where they have a couple of good scents. Can you use Lamal Elixir as a signature scent? 100%. Just got into the new Nitro Elixir and Ralph Lauren's. Yeah, you said that before, John. Fresh and sweet. Nautica Voyage for sure. Yeah, Nautica Voyage isn't super sweet, though. It's more, the only sweetness really comes from apple. It's an apple aquatic. Mega Mare aquatic. Yeah, but Mega Mare's super challenging. A lot of people really don't like it. Trippy Turtle. Hey, man, watch all the time. Love your content. Can you... sorry, buddy. I don't do shout outs in here, even if you support me. Do you know the name of the unreleased Prada fragrance? It's in the green bottle. Unreleased Prada fragrance green. I don't know. Do you like Fahrenheit? I like it, but I don't wear it. My dad's been wearing Fahrenheit for 30 years. And so whenever I smell Petro or gasoline or Fahrenheit, I think of my dad. Watching from Guyana. Shout outs to Guyana. What's some good fall fragrances? Lamal Elixir, anything from 1 Million, anything from Paco Rabanne, Spice Bomb Extreme, Spice Bomb Infrared, Stronger With You Intensely, Givenchy Gentleman Reserve Privé, all of those. Lattafa Honor and Glory or Hawas Ice. Hawas Ice. Montal Arabian's Tonka. I'll be honest with you, Arabian's Tonka to me is Instant Crush, and I'm going to buy Instant Crush because it's a little bit cheaper and you get 120 ml of juice. I don't know why people don't talk about this, but Arabian's Tonka literally smells like Instant Crush to me. I just reviewed it a week ago. Declaration, decent. Any PDM fragrances? Yes, Wajan, Carlisle, and... what am I missing? Wajan. Oh, Galloway. You are rich. I might be. Shout outs to the atomizer on Bois Pacifique. Beautiful. What's the take on Oud Noir? Haven't smelled it. Thoughts on Cough by Almad Gharibi. I don't have any thoughts on that fragrance, Jeff, but BT Scents, shout out to BT. He says he gets mad compliments wearing Cough. What are some of the key differences between natural and synthetic ingredients? Wait, what are the key differences between natural and synthetic ingredients in fragrances? Naturals are naturals, the real thing, and synthetics are synthetic. They are imitations to imitate scent. They're not real. Synthetics are used in all of perfumery. You cannot really go 100% naturals because you're not really building a fragrance at that point. People, when somebody says something smells synthetic, they're saying it doesn't smell real or it's harsh or off-putting. But in the technical sense of the synthetic term, synthetic just means you're not using the authentic original raw material, which even if somebody used real raw materials, they're still using synthetics with it because like 99% perfumery has synthetics. So those differences aren't distinguished in FragCom, so it makes a lot of people confused, but it's not a sin just to say something is synthetic. Also, what's in the bottle chilling next to the Roja and the Veranda? Ensan Suave by Matiere Premier. Very beautiful, resinous, amber, sexy nightlife, woody fragrance. So beautiful. Absolute sex in a bottle. Also, if you're in school, try the deodorant. Have you ever sampled Ascento from Xerjoff? Yes, I have. It's a fruity bomb. Is Versace Eros similar to Club de Nuit Intense? Absolutely not. Eros is an apple vanillic fresh scent, and Club de Nuit Intense is a pineapple, smoky, cedar, birch, oak moss scent. Have you tried any Zaharoff? I'm thinking of that Black Rose bottle. I actually, shout outs to Kix. Kix bought a bottle, I think, of Black Rose for our last giveaway winner. But I have tried a few Zaharoffs. My last ones that I tried was Seraphim Red and Blue. Eros Energy, okay, I'm looking for a Creed Aventus fragrance without the smoke. Okay, get Club de Nuit limited edition parfum or parfum. Favorite Xerjoffs right now, Casamarati Mephisto, Lyra, Herba Gold, which we have. My Herba Gold's kind of hiding in the background. I'm not going to say Herba Pura. I'm not going to say 40 knots. I'm not going to say... I need to get that fragrance Sally had put me onto that smells like the moon's crust. What's up, brother? Just started my fragrance collection. Got Elixir, Dior Sauvage, YSL. Do you think that's a good start? Yes, that's a great start, BJ. Great taste. What do you think of Aaron Terrence Hughes? Beautiful. Oh, guys, secret. Aaron Terrence Hughes is building, putting together, connecting with 2 American distributors. So in the next couple of months, you'll be able to buy Aaron Terrence Hughes from America and not have to pay ridiculous shipping and wait a ton of time to get your fragrances. But he is changing the bottles. Do you think Unknown Pleasures is okay for warmer weather? Unknown Pleasures from Kerosene? Yeah, just don't wear it all the time. Appreciate the summer, brother. I agree. Parfums to Marley should be superior. Absolutely. Is it true that if you rub the cologne on your wrists, it breaks the DNA? Yeah, you can dab a cologne, like press it. But when you go like this, you completely break up the DNA. Yes. What's up, Scent Bubble? Scent of the day, Aether. Beautiful fragrance, Ricky. Good to see you, brother. Got any suggestions for a spicy, seductive frag in the wheelhouse of YSLY La Nuit de l'Homme? Oh my gosh, what's that fragrance? If you go on YouTube and type La Nuit de l'Homme clone, there is a fragrance with a chrome base and like a blue top. It's very off balance. And it is a great clone of La Nuit de l'Homme. You're gonna just have to look it up. I forgot the name of it. I have La Nuit de l'Homme, so I don't even look up the clones. I've seen a review that compared Chiron's Veil to Oud Satin Mood. Oud Satin Mood's better. Best date night? I named all that already. You're going to have to rewind the tape. I have Ministry of Oud Satin, and I agree it's 1-to-1. Thank you. Thoughts on Mont Blanc Explorer? Old, played out. Ordered my day 3 sample set, and it went up to $50. That's because they added 2 fragrances to it. But don't worry. Even though you paid $50 for the sample set, you will get your $50 back, because when you go and buy a fragrance, it'll only be $105 as opposed to $155. And I'm not supposed to say this, but if you use the code TAZZO15, TAZZO15, that'll get you 15% off of the day 3 fragrances. Tell them Tazzo sent you. I kind of like Coral Fantasy. Do you think it's a good cop, or do you think there's something better in the same vein? Coral Fantasy is good. Just get it on discounters. What would you recommend for a winter fragrance that I can wear to school without offending? Versace Eros, EDT. Gucci Guilty Elixir. Tonka Cola has tobacco and some vanilla in it as well. Yeah, but it's got a Coca-Cola vibe to it. Cod Lodge Island is hype trash in my opinion. You're hype trash. What kind of watch are you wearing? I am wearing a Super Ocean Breitling. Hopefully that was in focus. What do you recommend for a winter fragrance that I can wear to school? We already did that. Your top 3 plums. Ooh, I don't know if I'm qualified to answer that right now. Paragon has to be up there. Carolina Herrera. And oh my gosh, there's another one that's even better than all those. Is it from Javoy? Probably Andy Warhol from Bond Number 9. What do you recommend? I don't care for Cod Lodge Island either. It ain't bad for $35. Jean-Paul Le Beau Parfum Clone. Dude, I honestly believe if you guys are hating on Cod Lodge Island, it's because you don't wear Le Beau. It's that simple. So it's like, you got to be real, guys. If you don't wear a clone because you don't like the DNA, then don't say you don't like the clone. Just say you don't like the DNA. And don't say you like the DNA if you don't own the bottle. There's so much cap going on in here, guys. Hear what I just said. A lot of people say they don't like the clone even though they don't like the DNA. So they shouldn't be emphasizing that they don't like the clone, because it's just they don't like the fragrance altogether. But when you say you don't like the clone, you insinuate the clone's bad. That clone is spot on. So that tells me if you don't like Cod Lodge Island, you don't like Le Beau. Just say you don't like Le Beau. Best Kate Alferson. None of them. Shout out to Kix. He loves Kate Alferson Original, which in my opinion is probably the best one, but I don't wear them. Thank you, Kix, for moderating. I appreciate you, man. You're always a savior in here. Favorite Bond Number 9, in my opinion, they are unique but feel low quality. Don't know if it's just me. Well, I mean, if you buy niche fragrances, Bond Number 9 feels like bottom of the barrel. I mean, they last forever, but the scent style is very bottom of the barrel, especially all the popular ones that people like. If you want like more upscale Bond Number 9s, you guys start getting into Nomad and New York Nights and all that, and the Dubai one, you know, the more mature scents, the freaking the brown one, the Sutton's Place, all that type of stuff. You can't be getting the Lafayette and the other green one and all that Rudy Tooty fresh and booty stuff. I have 17 fragrances. I feel like I have too much. I might give away 2 or 3. Hey, listen, I think you should give them away. I just gave away 32 bottles, and we're about to give away another round of them since we hit our 3K. By the way, guys, thank you so much for helping me to hit 3K. We are going to go crazy this year. Clones 9 out of 10 times give me headaches. You think it's because of the synthetics? No, because every fragrance has synthetics. When I wear Roja, I never get headaches. Well, hey, I hate to break it to you, but almost every Roja has synthetics. And I got a lot of Roja. What's an interesting fragrance that has never failed you? Interesting, never failed me? But what does never failed you mean? Because if it's interesting, it kind of implies that it's not something people would normally gravitate to. So what would it not fail me at? Clarify your question. Brother, how is Latafa Teriyaki Intense? I blindly order it. Do women like it? Depends on what kind of women you deal with. It is a cinnamon and amber bomb. Get ready for it. Have you heard there's going to be a new Fire and Ice, which will be Angel Share Paradise clone with raspberry? I have not heard of that. Thank you for that info. Thoughts on Penhaligons? I have not gone through Penhaligons yet because I'm not going to try them until I have a full discovery set. What do you think about Burkles? I haven't heard of that at all. Haven't heard of that at all. What do you think of YSLY EDP for 17M as a 17 male as a first fragrance? It's cool, but if I were you, dude, I would go like Sauvage or something like that. Sauvage or Eros. You're gonna wear them a lot more. YSLY is heavy, bro. YSLY is heavy, and heavy has its place, but if you're using that as like your everyday wear, that's a little heavy. People are gonna be like, yo, you smell. Torino 24, Greenlee, good. What do you think of Club de Nuit Lionheart? Lionheart is Latafa Kingdom, just more minty. My favorite Aqua de Gio Perfumo, better substitute? Yes, Latafa Sucrat, Suqraat on Amazon for $20. It's the best Perfumo you'll ever find. What's a fragrance that made you rethink your tastes? Kerosene Unknown Pleasures. It was the first time I interacted with a pure gourmand and didn't hate it. Torino 21, okay. F by Ferragamo Black. F by Ferragamo. And that's an okay scent to me. I give it a 7 out of 10. Have you tried Xena Hypnotic Amber? I haven't tried that, Ryan. What do you think of Naxos? I give Naxos an 8 out of 10. I don't think it's overhyped. I just think people should not blind buy it. Super Ocean Breitling. Bro has taste and everything. Thank you, Faison. Plum and Cognac. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I forgot about that one. Brother, I'm blind buying Hawass with him and Latafa Teriyaki Intense for my college. Is it good? Give me some idea to improve. Listen, you already bought it. There's no improving. MFK Gentle Fluidity Silver any good? Yes, it's a beautiful scent. I prefer Amoristic Straight or Aqua Universales or Aqua Media Forte. But if you want to go safe, Gentle Fluidity Silver is the safest. But I feel like after you buy it, will you say it's the best use of $300? That's up to you. When I buy a niche fragrance, I don't want it to just smell nice. And I feel like Gentle Fluidity Silver is just really, 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 really nice. I'm not paying $300-400 for nice. I'm not even paying $200 for nice, to be real with you. Where do you rank the great Kevin Samuel as a perfume reviewer? I don't really feel like he reviewed perfumes. I feel like he just said what's good. He did get into his review bag a little bit, but I don't think he was very descriptive. He's just kind of like, hey, set it, forget it, do a lot of bounce hands, old school OG unk, but I didn't get a lot of information from his reviews. But I would say it's kind of like a hybrid interview / just this is what I wear, you should put your nose on it. I give him a 5 out of 10. Yeah, we gave away 32 bottles, Jeff, to 11 people. My brother just turned me on to you. You've not hit my algorithm, but I'm here now. I'll subscribe. Hey, thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you for being here. Killian's Angel Share versus Lamal Elixir as a date night clone. Killian's date night cologne. Angel Share versus Lamal Elixir. Oof. It's less about which one is better and it's more about what your girl likes. Because Angel Share has a kind of apple juice, light, brittle consistency, but it's very sparkly and magical for that regard. And it's got the alcohol, the cognac note. So it's very romantic and intoxicating to women. And Lamal Elixir is in that vein, but has a little more brashness, like how Sauvage Elixir kind of has like the sweetness, but then the growl to it. Lamal Elixir has a little more growl and it's much heavier than Angel Share. So it's kind of like you got to know, does your woman like an aggressive man put on Lamal Elixir? If your girl is a drinker and loves alcohol and dancing and hookah and all that jazz and she's young, Angel Share. But no, grown women love Angel Share as well. You just got to know your woman. Here's how I would put it. If I only had those two for date night scents, I would wear Angel Share in the spring, summer nights, and I would wear Lamal Elixir in the fall, winter nights. There you go. That's a better categorization of it. Play King Von? No. Hey man, what's the scent of the day? Scent of the day today was Desert Rain from day 3. I had a business meeting today, and I didn't want to be smelling crazy. I just wanted to smell professional. I have Teriyaki Intense. I don't like it. I might give it away. It smells feminine to me. Well, it's just a cinnamon bomb. It's a great layering fragrance, though. I actually have a layer with Teriyaki Intense that I could turn it into Grand Soir from MFK. I wear beard products using leather and vanilla cedar scents. I have a Tom Ford Oud Wood, but I'm looking for something to wear that complements those notes. Wood, vanilla, leather. If you can get your hands on Absolute Aphrodisiac from Initio, that would not only pair well with all of those notes, but it would be super signature. You'd probably wear it as much as you possibly could. If you need a cheap fragrance, I would recommend, if you want unisex, masculine leaning, Lalique White and Black for some sweetness, fall, winter. Spring, summer, you're getting in your beard bag, lean on the woods instead of the vanillic spices, and go Bentley for Men Absolute. Just a really nice woody incense, dry wood, very intoxicating. How do you enter the giveaway? I have not announced it yet. Louis Vuitton Imagination is hyped trash. Go with Argos Neptune. How are you going to say Louis Vuitton, which has sold infinitely more bottles than Neptune, and then make people go buy another $400 fragrance? Why don't we just say both $400 fragrances are cap? Teriyaki Intense is good, but it needs to macerate for the full effect. My 2 worst blind buys are Pegasus and Cool Water. That is a crazy range. So what would you like to recommend as a daily for all year round that covers all occasions for a 17 male? I told you, Versace Eros EDT or Gucci Guilty Elixir. You just need to trust me. Hugo Boss Bold Citrus. No. Good everyday fragrance for retail work. Lalique Lin Sumi. Oh, retail? Okay, scratch that. Scratch that. If you want sales, Tom Ford Grey Vetiver EDP. This is James Bond in a gray tux, in a gray Jag with white interior. If you're in a sales position, you wear this, you'll get sales. But if you're young, if you're like 25 and down, just wear Gucci Guilty Elixir and call it a day. Favorite designer brand, Lalique. Hello, good sir. I like that shirt as well. Any recommendation on shirts? I don't recommend shirts on this channel. I recommend fragrances. Beginner date fragrances, Versace Eros EDT. Paco Rabanne Phantom, 1 million Elixir, 1 million Royal, 1 million Lucky, any of those. Have you tried any Lempicka Homme or Green Lover? I have tried Green Lover. Yes, I have a review of it. Dupe for Mason Crivelli Hibiscus Mahajat. No, I don't have any Mason Crivelli dupes other than Oud Maracuja. Have you tried any of the no, I have not. Have you ever tried a fragrance and it was exactly what you imagined it would smell like? No. EDP or pay more for the extract perfume clones? I don't know what that question means, Joey. Favorite discontinued fragrances? Profumo. Trying to get a signature scent for fall, winter under $150. Fall, winter? What can you snag? Oof, that's tough. Try Philosophia from Day 3 Fragrances. What teen girls like? I don't know what teen girls like. That's weird. Go sit in timeout for such a question. All right, I'm going to head out. Thank you, SB, for all that you do. Keep up the great work. Love you, brother. Thank you so much for your help. I'm just looking for a nuclear performance in high heat signature fragrance. There's not a lot of signatures you can wear in high heat, I'll be honest with you, but try Blue Talisman Extrait. What are the differences between Le Male Elixir and Le Male Parfum? Le Male Elixir is spicy, tobacco, vanillic, and spices. Le Male is more sweeter without the spice. What do you think about Versace Pour Homme Eau Fraiche? Mid. And I know they different and would be circumstantial, but what do you prefer? Neither. Dolce & Gabbana forever. Light blue forever. What gets the ladies? Taking a shower and working out. I don't know that one, Bruce. I'm sorry. I don't know that one either, Bruce. Sorry. Love the live stream, my guy. These Q&As are so informative and helpful. Thank you, Ryan. Appreciate the kind words. Herba Pura or Hawas Tropical? Herba Gold. Do you have that Cupid cologne that keeps getting advertised on YouTube? I do not. I think Mancera Wave Musk works the best in heat. I'll have to look into that. I haven't put my nose to that yet, Bruce. Oh, I got to the bottom. Hey! I'm just getting into smell goods. I only have 2 cologne scents I like. What should I get on a budget? I don't know anything about you, Blake. I would need more info. Hi, I really like Carolina Herrera Bad Boy, but there are lots of bad boy fragrances out there. So which bad boy is the best for sillage and longevity? They're all good for sillage and longevity. I would get Cobalt. Best casual date fragrance, Versace Eros EDT. No question. No question. At any age. Really, Herba Gold over Herba Pura? Yeah, Herba Pura smells too much like hairspray. Thoughts on the new Hawas? And I also feel like Herba Gold, you maintain a little bit more manhood. Herba Pura is just so not masculine. It's not even funny. I like Parfums de Marly Altair. It's a good one. Thoughts on the new Hawas fragrances? I'm not a big fan of Hawas. They make quality. I just feel like for the same price, I would buy 100 fragrances before I bought any Hawas. Is Creed still worth it? No, they've never been worth it. They've never been worth it even when they were worth it. And I say that as a proud owner, but I'm not a proud owner. I'm just an owner, I guess. Just ignore Creed, man. We really need to vote Creed out of business. They need to suffer. Creed truly needs to suffer. They only care about money. They don't care about quality. They don't care about consumer budget. They don't care about maintaining legacy because they've continued diluting the quality of their bottles and their juices. The previous ownership Creed isn't even really Creed anymore. Their fragrances are a bacon, egg, and cheese McMuffin of what they used to be. What do you think of Curve? I don't think about it. Would you suggest Cobalt in the fall, winter? If not, can you suggest any fragrances for those? Absolutely. You could totally wear Cobalt in the fall, winter. Kix, I'm surprised you're still in here, bro. Hey, listen, we're going to sign off soon, Kix. You've been working too hard. I'll take questions for the next minute or two. I would rather use my Hermes Eau de Parfum than Creed. I agree. I feel like Herba Gold is more like a fruit basket with a heavy mango tone, and Pura is more synthetic candy. That's one way to look at it. I do believe Herba Gold does not have any mango in it, but I agree, it does smell like mango. But Herba Pura just smells like a woman. Herba Pura smells like a college girl just got out of the shower and just used like 5 different types of hair product fresh out of the shower. It smells like hair.
It smells like spray. It smells like chemicals. It smells like fake fruits. Herba Gold just smells like mango skin. So I prefer that over it. Herba Pura is a great fragrance, by the way. I just prefer Herba Gold over it. I feel like it's more manly to wear mango skin than to wear hairspray. What do you suggest I first buy everyday summer fragrance? First currently is Zara Pour Homme to Sport, or go straight into that special occasion. Either way. First buy for everyday summer fragrance. Lalique Equus, EQUUS. Top 3 office safe fragrances: Lalique Lin Sumi, Tom Ford Grey Vetiver, and Lalique White. What makes you not like the curve? We are in the year 2025. No, Herba Pura sells not way more, but it does sell more than Herba Gold. I'm just telling you how I feel, bro. You know what? My mom wears Herba Pura. So I just reviewed Herba Pura like last month, and I had to drive to her house to go get her bottle so I could review it. That should tell you how I feel about Herba Pura. Nice, Bruce. Out of Invictus Original or Sauvage, what would you go for? Sauvage. Sauvage is infinitely higher compliment factor than Invictus, but Invictus is good. I just think there's 165 versions of Invictus today, and Sauvage sells more and is complimented more. It's got more growl to it. Have you tried PR 1 million gold elixir? I don't think so. I don't think I've tried that, Burke. But to be honest, I think a lot of men lean towards unisex feminine fragrances nowadays. That's because they're females. Just kidding. Which is the best daily wear for an 18-year-old? Versace Eros EDT or Bleu de Chanel Eau de Parfum. I really love Stronger With You Intensely DNA, but it's incredibly mainstream right now. Anything with a twist to this DNA. Yes. Day 3 fragrances, Tres Oros. You put this fragrance on, and anyone wearing Angel Share or Stronger With You or By the Fireplace, you will eradicate them. You will have more sillage. You will have more projection. You will smell more radiant. You will smell more signature. You will smell more sexy. This has given me the highest compliment factor in a long time. Day 3 fragrances, Tres Oros, $155 or 15% off using code TAZZO15, TAZZO15. Mancera Amora Cafe. No, Tres Oros annihilates Amora Cafe. 1 million seems for the younger crowd. Here's the thing. 1 million has 1 million elixir and parfum, and those are a little bit older feeling than the Lucky and Royal. So you can, listen, there's still women getting knocked down in their 40s and 50s to 1 million. I think, though, if you want to move into a more masculine and niche quality take on the Vanilla Spice DNA, you kind of have to move up to Tom Ford Noir EDP or Tom Ford Noir Extreme. If you want to feel like you have a little extra beard growth or something. Herba Pura is Jeremy's favorite Xerjoff fragrance. Always, guys, always. God of Fire beats Herba. I could say some really bad things about God of Fire right now, but I'm not. I will just leave it at this. You cannot go wrong getting God of Fire, Day 3 fragrances Bonnie, Herba Gold, or Wilhelm's Mango Skin.
All 4 of those are the same fragrance to me with different vibes. So I don't care which one you get. I'm not going to hate on God of Fire. It's just, I'll put it this way. You have not cloned Herba Gold yet, but they have cloned God of Fire like 5 times. And their recent clone of it, Vulcan Fue, is going to be the reason why God of Fire stops really selling. It wasn't selling a lot to begin with. Herba completely outsells God of Fire. But God of Fire is a great fragrance. I'm not going to hate on it. How do you like Nasamato Pardon? Incredible. I don't think you can wear it if you're under 30 or have money, but I love it. Matter of fact, Pardon would have went great with this shirt. Pardon would have went nice with this shirt. Oh, that fragrance goes crazy. Oh, that's such a big boy scent. Please tell me about Mancera Amora Cafe. It's coffee. Maybe Imperium Biolectimus could work in the summer. It's a heavy fragrance, though. I swear, Imperium's heavy. Do you have more unisex or masculine fragrances? Masculine. Ginger note, top 3. I'm getting tired. I'm not really a big ginger guy. You know, get any fragrance from LV or Issey Miyake and you'll have a great ginger fragrance. You can call it a day. It's such a good fragrance. What's a good everyday fragrance for a young man? Keep in mind, heat here in India is intense. Listen, I'm in Arizona. It was 115 degrees Fahrenheit today. I know about heat. I think it's hotter in Arizona than it is most of India. Good fragrance for hot heat. You know, cutting through heat is tough. I'm going to just say that. I'm looking at each tier and seeing what's been cutting through the heat lately. Maison Francis Kirkjohn Aqua Media Cologne Forte has been cutting through the heat. Creed's original vetiver has been cutting through the heat. Amouage Epic has been cutting through the heat. I'm talking about lighter fragrances. Acqua di Gio Profondo will cut through the heat. Vetiver Sensual from Mancera will cut through the heat. I'm talking fresh fragrances, spring, summer. Gucci Guilty Elixir will cut through the heat for the most part. Not as intense as the other ones I just named. Yeah, in the designer category, that's about it, to be real with you. And then in the designer, you can go Imagination, you can go Afternoon Swim, any of those will cut through. Yeah, for fresh fragrances, yeah. Dior Sauvage EDP or Jean Paul Gaultier Le Male Elixir, both. Obsession is old. Can we wear Soothing by Paris Corner Daily if you want? Nishane Ani is good, or Virtus Vanilla Oud. Yeah, I would go with Ani. What kept you going in purchasing fragrances? I bought 10 and just got sick of it. Stop buying bottles. Buy samples. Buy discovery sets. Try a whole house. You don't break the bank to do it. You get to try a bunch of fragrances. And it's more fun. It's cheaper. You know? I mean, here, let me show you guys something before I sign off. Check this out. You know, looking at my collection is cool and all. Right? Like, this is cool. It really is. But you want to know what I'm most proud of?
I'm most proud of this. This is what I'm most proud of. Can't even open that drawer. That's what I'm most proud of. You know, stuff like this. Right? That's what I'm most proud of. Because I own infinitely more samples than bottles. Because I try before I buy. And I think if you live that way and have patience, you will have a much better time. Don't care for Vulcan Fue. Bought it one time and finished my bottle and just smelled like sweet mango. Well, Jeff, I think you're in a place, Jeff, where you've outgrown clones for the most part, and you really shouldn't be visiting a clone unless a lot of people are talking about it specifically that you respect. You're an older gentleman, I'm just assuming. And from my talks with you, I get a sense that there's really no reason you should really be messing with clones at this point. It's hard to be impressed with clones when you're at the level that you're at. I love that it's coffee, straight to the point. Yep. Dua's Pure Gold Nectar is the best Herba Gold clone. Yeah, all right. What's up, dude? I love my Aqua de Gio original. What should I try? OG Wanted by Azaro is cool, but not quite. If you love your Aqua de Gio original, why are you messing with anything else? Aqua de Parma has great fragrances for the heat. They do. They do. 115 degrees is crazy. It is. Aqua de Gio Parfum can work in the heat. Profondo will work harder in the heat than any of them. Why is so good? It's all right. Thoughts on Azaro scents? I think our Azaro Pour Homme will still go down in history as the greatest Azaro. And what, according to you, would be a safe blind buy out of all that you suggested? Out of what? I mean, anything I suggest, you should try before you buy. I don't like saying stuff's blind buy worthy. I will, but I don't like saying it. It's just you guys make me. Maybe Dior Fahrenheit. That Roja bottle's about to fall, is it? If this bottle ever fell, I would probably have to move. Looking for a second homage. I have Journeyman. Get Beach Hut Man. Parfums de Marley Greenlee cuts through the heat. Not for a long time. Is that a tackle box? I don't know what kind of box it is. Guys, I'm going to be on for one more minute. Ask all your last minute questions, then we're signing off. Do you think Serge Luton's Chirgi is worth picking up? You should try it before you buy it. It is a classic fragrance, but it's not for everybody. Spanish leather. Okay. Thoughts on our Moth Odyssey Mandarin Sky? It smells good, but every person, let me refrain. Most people that I know who have bought Mandarin Sky wear it a lot at first, and then they sell it or trade it less than a couple months later. Older formulations of Chirgi are better. I mean, isn't that the case with anything? Pepsi or Coke? Both. Yo, I sprayed quite a lot of Dior Homme Parfum yesterday on my arms and clothes. After a couple of hours, I couldn't smell it anymore, but everyone's saying it lasts long. Take a shower. When is a good time to use Jazz Club? Never. Use Liam Gray. What do you think about Mango Ice Cologne and replica of God of Fire?
Oh, Mango Ice Cologne, a replica of God of Fire. I think if you're going to get mango, you have to stay true to the game and get Wilhelm Mango Skin or Herba Gold or Day 3 Bonnie or God of Fire. I don't think you should really, because when you're dealing with such a mango centric fragrance, it's easy to tell the real from the clone. You're already in Bath and Body Works territory with mango. So you want to pay the extra money for it to actually feel and taste like real mango and have all the little nuances that make it feel special. That's why I don't care for like Vulcan Fue and all the clones and stuff, because they literally smell like Skittles, like, and not literally Skittles, but Skittles comparatively to the real thing. You can't really, on the more linear fragrances, you need to stick with the OGs because it's very rare that they can imitate the texture because they're not going in with the same quality of raw materials. So, you know, sometimes with synthetics, you can work your way to a niche complexity, but on more single note fragrances, you can really tell cheap ingredients from quality. And anyone here will tell you that. I'm 28. I want a niche fragrance. They just so expensive. Honestly, Jeff, if you want a niche fragrance, right now, stop everything you're doing. Go to Olfactory. Um, I think it's Olfactory LLC or olfactory.com and look up the house of Nasamato or look up the house of Javoy, um, and look up Roja, because I saw, for instance, Roja, Roja Scandal, Roja Danger, Roja Vetiver. I saw going for 130, 140. That's not expensive. Any of the Nasamatos are less than $120, and um, any of the day 3 fragrances are under 155. Diptyques are under 150. Um, Yeah, what did I say? Oh, Javoy. All Javoys are under 150, and we're talking like S tier houses. So you got plenty to get for cheap. Club de Nuit Intense Man Pure Parfum 2025 batch work. It works, but that's all it does. I have a question. I just recently got back from a trip and I was wondering what to wear on the plane. Ooh, I would not wear anything on a plane. I would not wear anything on a plane. Take a good shower, put your fragrance in your bag, and spray it after you get off the plane. Don't wear a fragrance on a plane. Don't be a dick. Where do you get your samples from? Mostly Scent Decant, but I'll do Decant X, Scent Split, Lucky Scent. I like them all for different reasons. I mainly go to Scent Decant because I can get the least amount of juice with an atomizer on it. I think you can get 1 and 2 mLs with atomizers on them. But like I'll go to Lucky Scent if I'm going to buy a discovery set or a bottle because they give you a ton of free samples and you could pick whatever samples you want and they'll give them to you. Um, Micro Perfumes has the best atomizers in the game, but I only buy from them during their sales. Best overall PDM, I don't have a best overall. My top 3 is Galloway, Wajon, Carlisle. Wait, is that right? Yeah. Top 3 Bentleys. Ooh. Top 2 Bentleys. Probably Infinite Rush and Black Edition. What are 10 out of 10 fragrances that people will ask what you're wearing? Day 3 Trace Oros, by Killian Straight to Heaven, Casamarati Mephisto, Kajal 3, Oud for Greatness, Absolute Aphrodisiac, Pardon, Roja Oceania, Roja Herods, Boadicea the Victorious Hanuman, Chanel Coromandel, Chanel Le Lion, Versace Aero CDT, Gucci Guilty, Halloween Man Shot, Vetiver Sensual. Well, I got to keep Vetiver out of it. Blue de Chanel, Aqua de Gio Profumo, La Nuit de L'Homme, Tuxedo. Yeah, there's some 10 out of 10 cents to me. Thoughts on French Defense? Never pay that much for cherry. What do you think about, we already answered all that. You don't have to own everything that's beautiful. Yeah, sampling is way more fun and satisfying to me. Me too. what do you think about, why do you keep asking me about this? You're going to get put in timeout. In the air, it's pretty much whatever. You know, a lot of people say that, but I think they think that. They're not going around asking women what they think about your mango. You know what I mean? That sounded crazy, by the way. 3 dupes that make the OG redundant. Amir Celestial. Oud for Glory. Glorious Oud Royal Blanc. Guys, I'm signing off. I'm just flying through the chat here. Don't ask me any more questions. Copy, paste them in the comment section. Infinite Rush is a good clone of Creed's, but Infinite Rush is a Bentley fragrance. Am I on the bottom yet? Yeah, okay. What do you think of Byredo? Byredo's overpriced, but they do make good sense. What do you think about Tom Ford Oud Wood? I prefer tobacco oud. Can you name a nice clone for Cool Water? Cool Water. Is there a very good clone of Killian Straight to Heaven that you would recommend? Oh, no. No. I genuinely think, Ricky, that is an unclonable fragrance. Because even if you nail the scent profile, the texture is what makes it feel sexy. Like the leather is a dark leather and it's photo real. The rum raisin accord, like the dried fruits and the rum are very, like they're wet. Like imagine rum raisin, like cake or something. It's very photo real. If that smelled any bit fake, you would look like you know, unk at the barbecue trying to buy fragrances from Ross, you know. What is that fragrance? That fragrance is dark leather, patchouli, rum, and dried fruits. Yeah, you can't clone that, dude. You cannot clone that. If you, I have the OG, but I always tell people to get uh, Straight to Heaven Intense because you're gonna get more performance. But I don't care. This is one of the best fragrances ever made. One of the best fragrances in my collection, no question, Straight to Heaven. I have a lot of fragrances. I have a lot of samples. This even beats all my samples. This just does something to a woman. Like, if you're under 30, please don't buy this fragrance. Like, this is honestly 35 and up to me. As a young guy, you could put this on, but if you don't make at least like 80K a year, don't buy this fragrance. Because, I mean, this is bravado. This is aura. Like, the scent profile. What do I mean when I say you have to make 80K? Let me speak English for you guys, for people who might have been offended by that. What I mean by that is when I smell this, I feel like I'm dealing with an individual who anything in life that is an obstacle to him, he overcomes it, including finance. Not necessarily being financially free, not necessarily being the most wealthy, but money is not an obstacle to you. You have worked blood, sweat, and tears to make sure that your family is taken care of and you're taken care of. I smell seduction with high levels of maturity. There is a confidence in this where it's not boisterously loud. It just has the perfect scent bubble where anyone that comes into contact with you knows that you're a man. This is just the man's fragrance. This is what you want your dad to smell like. You know, you're this is the dad that when he comes and picks up his son from high school or college, the girls are like, they like your dad. You know what I'm saying? Like, it exudes an energy of this is a. 'Cause, 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 'cause,
If you're too young for this fragrance, this is the man that you want to be, and this is the man that you should be. Where did you buy Killian Straight to Heaven? You can get Straight to Heaven honestly anywhere, but I don't know. I think it might be difficult to get Straight to Heaven Extreme. I don't even think I've seen Extreme in a while since I've last looked it up. It's quite affordable. So definitely check out your Jomas, your Max Aromas, your little boutique stores. Check out your Facebook groups. Check out your, I think even Fragrance by CA, Carries by Killian. Gosh, man. In the last like 4 months, I've bought like 50 fragrances. It's really stupid. 3 great winter fragrances suggest. We're not doing that. Put it in the comments. I'll answer it later. What's the best teenager fragrance for a date if you're brown? Brown people only wear Gucci Guilty Elixir. The code is TAZO15, TAZZO15. You should feel out of place at 20 with Naxos. Naxos is like oddly mature. Naxos is like the grandfather of Le Male Elixir. Good evening. I've acquired Xerjoff Starlight. Starlight is nice. Starlight is nice. I just I don't know a dupe of Starlight, but I just recently reviewed it. It's a beautiful scent. Thoughts on Kamarakawa? Good. Okay, guys, we got to the end. Hey, listen, if you're into fragrance content, I drop 1 review every single day, 2 to 4 shorts every single day, community posts every single day, collaborations, podcasts, game shows, all things that have to do with fragrance. This is the place you want to be. If you follow somebody like Jen Sense, I post just as much, if not more than Jen Sense. And I work really hard and passionately to be on my own fragrance journey and put a camera to it, share everything I know about fragrance. Hope you guys got maximum value out of tonight. If there were any questions I didn't answer, please put it in the comment section of this video, and I will get back in touch with you easily within the next 24 hours with an answer. Hope you guys all got value this week. I hope you kill it this week. Monday was crazy for me. I've been at work since 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. and then drove all the way home, tucked my kids into bed. I still haven't even had dinner. I've had 1 meal today. So now I got to go eat, shower. It's already 11 o'clock. My day was absolutely nuts. So I hope you guys got off to a good start for your Monday. I will be back probably 1 or 2 more times this week on the lives Q&A, which we'll probably do more like Thursday or Saturday because I have to announce the next giveaway. We're going to try to give away, well, I can't tell you, but this will be just as big as the last giveaway, which was 32 bottles to 11 people, not including decant sets, which we gave away a lot. We're going to try to give away the same amount of value, but to less people. We're going to do, rather than a bunch of people getting like 2 or 3 bottles, we're going to do like maybe 3 people and give them like fragrance bundle starter kits where like 3 people get like 10 fragrances. So like they'll actually get, you know, like a full-fledged box that they open up that will just be laced up with fragrances. Like, so I'm thinking of doing it in a game show format. I want to find a really creative way for people to get into it, but I want to bless the community. And by the way, anybody who ever attends my giveaway wins for free. They automatically win. I always bring a gift for everybody who attends my watch party. And then the grand prize giveaways are the grand prize giveaways. So if you're new to my channel, give me a follow for a week. See if you like the channel. See if you like the content. If not, it's free to unsubscribe. But I appreciate you guys so much for caring about my journey and getting value about fragrance. And I hope you're having a great fragrance journey out there. Until next time, hope you guys have a blessed week. And I will see you soon.